Okay, I'm going to begin this episode here with people. And under the heading of people, we're going to be looking at mummies, at faces of people that look to be human or having some type of human aspect. And this is a small cartouche. This is like 3.5 inches long in actual size. And it's a little cartouche mummy here. And it is a white marble piece. And what is really unique about it is that there's a big gouge, a big deep gouge right here, right in the middle of it. And it is a heavily worn tablet. And this isn't the best picture that I've taken of this stone. I couldn't find my really good pictures. And I took this one on the road with just a sweet little setup. But the carving on the face of it was done before the gouge happened. And how that happened, I do not know. And I'm just going to be cruising through. And I'm not going to be showing the likenesses, these same likenesses, in actual Egyptian books. Now we see this, this particular style of the hair coming straight out of the side of the head on several tablets. I couldn't find them all. I've got a couple to show you here. And this man could be Afrocentric. I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but there is some Egyptian hieroglyph down here in the writing, and I'm sure that this right here is his name. This stone has not been deciphered. I have no idea where most of these tablets are, but this is the Egyptian style here, and that lock coming down can be more forward, more towards the back. It actually can be in the back of the head, but it's generally on the right hand side in my Egyptian books. And here's another one of the same, and I featured a couple of these others in different videos, but you'll see the Egyptian eagle up here. Here's the lock coming out of the side of his head, and it's not the same guy. It's a pretty small stone. This is a quarter up here. Most of these stones that I'm going to show would just fit in your hand, about the size of your fist. Here's another guy. I couldn't put him in warriors or kings. I didn't really have a place for him, but his hat is Egyptian here. I've got this particular style in the Egyptian books. You see the dime here. This is a relatively small tablet, about the same size as most of them here I'm fixing to show. The expression on his face is very stern and very, very well executed. There's another Egyptian style beard, an Egyptian style helmet here, but he does appear to be a human. Now he could be Afrocentric. I'm not for sure, but he could be. Could be. And it was real hard to place this guy anywhere too. He's got a very grim look on his face. And I have this style hat in the books. Very well executed stone. And all these pictures with the red background were taken by Virginia Horrigan back in 1987. Here's another one. Now this is a statue. This is a small statue about the size of maybe 2 inches or so. This is the front. Clearly Egyptian style. And this person is holding a big jug, a big jar here. See the hand, well executed stone. Now I'm going to show you the reverse of it. You can see that. It's got a few chips on it, but hey, it's a rock that's over 2,000 years old. What can, not much you can ask for there, is it? Here's another one. Clearly Egyptian style. Now I'm going to show another, and I featured this one in a couple of other videos. It's a well executed 3D statue. Just fit in your hand. Got a Egyptian beard here. Would look like some wings, some kind of wings. Tail feathers here. Very well executed stone. Now I'm going to show you the reverse of it. Really nice tablet or artifact. And anything like this I call a 3D statue, and we'll see some statues of other people. Many of these tablets are very difficult to classify. Is it a human? Is it a this? Is it a that? I'm just kind of going to roll with it because that was probably one of the most difficult things about making this series of videos, is just trying to classify what the picture, what the artwork is. And I see this in the Egyptian books. Now, you may not have Egyptian books that have this in them, but I've got just a plethora of Egyptian drawings from the Napoleonic era, from his engineers and artists, for that just innumerable pictures. So I've got a lot of Egyptian books, and modern Egyptian books, they don't show a lot of the hieroglyphs and the artwork of the ancient Egyptians. Let's look at another one here. I've got record of this, and with the loop over here, that would indicate that Scott Walter took this picture. He took a bunch of these that I'm using. And for anyone whose picture I am using, just remember you have access to all of my pictures. So I would encourage anyone else who has artifacts to make a show on them, but learn something about them first. Don't just sit out there and show a fake tablet and think that it's for real or this or that. But this man could be Afrocentric. I'm not saying he isn't. And he's got very large features here. And just a well executed stone. Well executed. And he's here because of his hat. I don't think that's a helmet. Here's another one. This could be a warrior, but I didn't have him in warriors and helmets because it just didn't fit. It's just not a war helmet. It's just a fancy headdress, well executed tablet, and this is cut in relief, and that means that all of this right here is gouged out. The face is lifted out of the stone, and there's just hundreds and thousands of them that are like this. And here I'm showing some replicated gold pieces, and I'm calling these, they're in people, and I'm going to be showing some more of people. And these are all different. This is my picture. Anything with a blue background is my picture. I didn't want to bother showing a picture of the rear. I just picked one out and just showing you some of the script on one of them at random. You have the all-seeing eye down here, clearly an Egyptian beard. Here's a real small statuette. Egyptian style, no doubt. I'm going to show you the rear of it. Real small, just well executed. I couldn't do it with my hands, my big old clumsy hands. And here's another one, really difficult to classify. The reason that I've got it here in people is because these do have two legs. This guy, he doesn't have any legs at all. But these guys have two legs. That one's kind of bent weird. But they have the bird head here, with a circle up here. There's a circle up. And you see that style in the Egyptian artwork. You'll see that style there with a circle above this bird head here. And whether or not these guys could be alien creatures or not, or gods, I'm not sure. But I've got them here in the people section. You can make up your own mind. I don't know. We don't have all the answers. What in the world are these guys? Let me blow it up a little bit for you. There they are. And this is like a small tablet. I don't have any idea who took this picture, but it's what? It's about 1.5 inches by 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches long. And there's nothing on the back of this tablet. And this is the best picture I have of it. Now this guy here is Auletes Tiba, because I didn't have a place for kings, and because wasn't going to show enough of them, because I don't have a lot of them in Egyptian with the Egyptian head style here. But this is Auletes Tiba, the pipe player or the flute player, and this is Cleopatra the Seventh, Queen of Queens Cleopatra. This is her father. This is a good image of her father. And here's another with the same style. Now whether this is the same man, I don't know, but it does have a Helios here at the bottom. It's got a ship on the water. It's got a nice design on the side of the helmet here, or crown, or whatever this is. But here you can clearly see the staff with the circle on top of it. That is indicative to the ancient Egyptian civilization and culture. And we're going to see a bunch of them. Okay, now I didn't put this in the priest section. I've got it in the people section. And you'll notice there's script here down at the bottom. And this is read from left to right. You have S's, X's, SN's here. And he's holding the staff here. And we have 3 pyramids in the background here. It's a good looking tablet. I've got some more, could be the same guy, but he didn't make it to the priest outfit, the priest category. There's another person here, looks like could be a slave, could be a worker, you got me. You got me. Here looks like another priest of some sort, or just a well-dressed man, which appears to have a camel in the background. And there's script all around the bottom here. This right here is his name. There's what he's doing. And it's I see this same garment on inscriptions from the Napoleonic era. And that appears to be some type of camel. If it's not a camel, I don't know what it is. Well executed stone. And here you see the uraeus with the cobra on it. And here's a Helios, but this is not Helios. He could be of the working for Helios or whatever. Right here's his name. But we see the indicative stream of hair coming down the side of his head here, out of his temple. And this man could be Afrocentric. He did not make it to the Afrocentric video. But he could very well be Afrocentric. I'm just going to leave that up to you to decide. I'm not sure either way. Good looking stone though. Good looking man. Now I've featured this lady here on different videos before. Handsome girl. Clearly an Egyptian cap. Now this is the whole tablet here, and I've featured this girl on one of my other videos, or at least one other. And here we're looking at the whole tablet. And now I'm going to blow it up for you. And we're going to start at the top. Well, she's handsome, isn't she? She's a doll. She is just a doll to be on an old rock. My goodness. We're going to start at the top. You can see some version of the circle cross there. And here you have your scarab beetles. We got a lot of scarab beetles. And I see this insignia here a lot. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But we're going to see her again. And we're going to see the symbology coming down this way here. Perky. Perky. Just going to scroll down real slow. You can see some more insignias over here. She's got a real nice fanny. Well cut tablet. Well cut tablet. And this right here is her name. She looks to be maybe mid-20s. I don't know, you tell me. Good looking tablet, good looking girl. And here's Cleopatra, Queen of Queens Cleopatra, the famous one again. Beloved of the gods, Queen of Queens Cleopatra, mother of Helios the king. It's a big tablet. This is the picture by Virginia Horrigan in '87. And then we have another photograph of the same tablet taken by Scott Walter in the well, probably about 2010, 2009, so 20 years later. Over 20 years later, we have another picture of her here. Same tablet. It's big. It's, what, almost a foot long, and it's thick, too. I believe this tablet's like 3 or 4 inches thick. It's kind of curved around the top. And we're going to see another picture of the same girl. This is Cleopatra. Oh, how do you know that, Harry? Well, because we have several other tablets that have this image on it with her name on it, and etc. And in the hats too. I believe I covered that in book 1 or book 2, one or the other. Now I'm going to show several smaller statuettes. See, he's got the Egyptian beard here. And this is this is probably about the size of a quarter. Here's the reverse of it. There's no script on it. There's another little statuette, pretty small. And I've got the picture of the rear of this somewhere. I couldn't find it though. Good looking tablet, well executed, cut in relief. I hope this person had small hands and good eyes. Now we're going to see some figurines. I don't know what else you want to call them. Statuettes, figurines, they are 3D. We're going to look at the whole thing here. You'll notice the Helios right here. And this is my picture. I can't remember where I took it or where this stone is. It's been just so many. Here's one side of it. Here's the other side of it. Well executed. Here's another one. Same stone. And here's the other side of it. And a lot of these are very fragile. If you drop this tablet, this piece here, it'd just break and shatter into 100 pieces. Okay, here's another little statuette. It's got this name right here across the top. Totally Egyptian. And this is a small piece. This is like the size of a quarter. Here's the back of it. And here's several pieces here. This is about the size of a nickel. And look at all that detail for such a small piece. And these are all miniature statues. These are about the size of a dime. And just notice the fine artisan in these spectacular pieces. You can clearly see that he's Egyptian. You see this appears to be a woman to me, and this appears to be a human of some description. But now this guy here, I don't know, man. That looks more like an Eve to me. Let me see if I can clear it up just a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. No, it's too digitized. I've got to have it too big for you to see. But these three here are clearly human. That guy there, I'm not so sure about. I'm not so sure about that guy. Here's the backs of them. Show you the front again. Finely executed pieces. Here's another one. This guy's not really executed very well, but hey, I'm not picky. Here's another picture I took. See some of the Egyptian symbols over here. Nice marble piece. Here's a handsome lady. Blow this up for you. You see, I call this a cosmos. It's not a real menorah. The menorah has 9. These have 7. All of them in this tomb. There are no 9 candelabras with the 9 spokes, but they have the 7, and they considered this to be the cosmos of the 7 known planets at that time. The horn is pouring into her goblet there, chalice. You see the what we call a finitary, which could be a tribe or something. There's just a bunch of them with it on there. Scroll on down here. She's quite handsome. She's got a nice figure. And right here is her name. Good looking girl. And here we have a very strange rock. This tablet has 46 characters on it. Hasn't been deciphered. And I put this in people, but it could go in gods or something else. I don't know. But over here we have a guy's got a, appears to be some kind of dagger or sword. Scimitar maybe or something similar. Has a goat head with horns. He's got a shield. And here we have some type of bird head. And he's got a club. He's got a shield also. And here we have what appears to be some type of lizard head. He's got an axe, a battle axe here, and a shield. And this character here, I don't know who or what this would be. The right arm is outstretched and the left arm is hanging down here. But there's just a big circle there, and it causes me to wonder. There's a bunch of these tablets that have an atmospheric suit that appear to be similar to this person. And way over here, there's a bird-headed fellow bending down, and there's some kind of thing here. It could be a scarab beetle or something, some other kind of design. I can't tell if he's pushing it. It's not clear enough. I can't tell. But these do appear to be some type of creatures with 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. That's about as much as I could say about them.